in Moscow soon, the President of Kazakhstan, Kassym-Jomart Tokayev, who will arrive here to take part in a summit of the Commonwealth of Independent States. The Eurasian security is expected to be one of the main topics of this event, and we, as usual, we will provide you with all exclusive details from its sidelines. So let's get started. The Great Kremlin Palace, official residence of the Russian President, today hosts yet another meeting of the Council of the Heads of State of CIS countries. The session of the Council of the Heads of States of the Commonwealth of Independent States in the narrow format will take place very soon here in Kremlin. You can see these signs in the flags of the countries, members of the organization. Here, for example, the flag of the Republic of Kazakhstan and the President of Kazakhstan, Kassym-Jomart Tokayev, who will be sitting here, and it is expected that he will be delivering the speech during the session. Journalists have gathered hours before the start of the summit. The leaders of 8 CIS countries, including Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Belarus, Azerbaijan, Armenia, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan and Russia, as well as Turkmenistan, which is the status of associate member, will discuss important topics of multilateral cooperation. But before that, so this is the famous stairs where Vladimir Putin, President of Russia, usually hosts his guests. And today the leaders of the CIS countries will use this corridor and walk up through the stairs straight to the hall, to the venue where the summit will take place. Kassym-Jomart Tokayev arrives in the airport of Moscow City. His working visit begins. Journalists are in a hurry to film the moments of arrival. The Kazakh President Kassym-Jomart Tokayev arrives in the Kremlin on Aurus premium class automobile from Russia to take part at the summit of the CIS countries. The negotiations in a narrow format will take place very soon. The President of Kazakhstan, accompanied by the members of the official delegation, is heading to the hall of the summit. This is a good momentum for the exchange of opinions on the issues of current agenda. In his speech, Kassym-Jomart Tokayev underlines the importance of the organization, adding that this meeting will give an impetus to its further functioning in the geopolitical uncertainty and rapidly changing international environment.
Kazakhstan welcomes the mutual steps taken by Azerbaijan and Armenia aimed at concluding a peace treaty. We also note with satisfaction the significant progress in finalizing the legal formalization of certain parts of the interstate borders in Central Asian region.
While waiting for the meeting in extended format, where the representatives of the organizations like SCO, Shanghai Cooperation Organization, and EEC, Eurasian Economic Commission, will also join discussions, we're addressing our questions to the participants of the event. If we talk about this organization, it is one of those organizations that has a great historical background. What could be its future?
The CIS is a universal organization that has a very comprehensive legal framework, which actually covers all issues of multilateral and bilateral cooperation. That is why the fundamental documents that have been signed throughout the history of the CIS, for example, the free trade zone, the documentation related to visa-free travel of citizens, social security, pensions, They are very important for the peoples of our countries.
Bakhtjan Sagintayev, who was appointed as a chairman of the board of the Eurasian Economic Commission earlier this year, is also taking part in the CIS summit. Although declining our request for a comment, he has indicated the multiplier effect of the cooperation in Eurasia. Now, the final minutes are left before the start of the meeting in extended format. It is expected that heads of states will sign a number of documents and address the issues of security in the region.
The agenda of this meeting covers a very broad set of issues, and security is one of the issues, because in our times the threats, challenges to security are common. They can only be solved together. That is why the three organizations support such a dialogue and cooperate on issues of countering challenges and threats.
Extended format begins. The leaders of CIS countries are joined by the high-level representatives of other regional cooperation organizations.
Russian President Vladimir Putin, opening the session, designates the growing trading volume between CIS countries and endorses the initiative of the Uzbek President Shavkat Mirziyoyev to cooperate in the area of de-radicalization to prevent the expansion of the radical and extremist movements in the CIS area. Prime Minister of Armenia Nikol Pashinyan and President of Azerbaijan Ilham Aliyev are spotted to exchange short comments during the session. The participation of the leaders of the countries which undergo through establishing peace in Karabakh region is a good signal for a further progress in negotiations. The final accord of the meeting, CIS countries' presidents signed 14 documents on cooperation in different sectors.
Life now confirms that this organization is in demand, and the majority of the CIS leaders say that this platform should be preserved. And I am sure that it has a future. Our many programs and documents, which, by the way, have been signed now and will be signed at the next meeting of the Council of Heads of Government, are designed for the period up to 2030 and beyond. This indicates good prospects for the CIS.
We're finished with covering events in the Kremlin. Now we are in rush to the airport, from where we're going to our next destination. Ashgabat, the capital of Turkmenistan. Let's go. Turkmenistan, which is a neutral country since 1995, has gained a lot in terms of its economic stance. The capital city, Ashgabat, can impress anybody with its beautiful white buildings, which kind of resembles an ancient kingdom. These days, Turkmenistan will host the President of Kazakhstan, Kassym-Jomart Tokayev, who will pay his official visit to the country. Its agenda is very full, and we are ready to share all exclusive and important details with you, so let's get started.
The official visit of the President of Kazakhstan to Turkmenistan starts in the airport of Ashgabat city. Greeted by the national leader Gurbanguly Berdimuhamedov, counterparts proceed to the bilateral negotiations. Now the presidential cortege is heading to its next location.
Here at the monuments of the great Kazakh philosopher, writer and poet Abay Kunanbayev, together with the national leader of Turkmenistan and also the chairman of the Turkmen Halk Maslihati, Gurbanguly Berdimuhamedov, they are taking part in the official opening ceremony of the monuments.
President Tokayev then and the members of the official delegation lays flowers at the monument as a sign of a deep appreciation. The next stop is the official residence of the President of Turkmenistan, Serdar Berdimuhamedov.
We are in Qazaqstan, the official residence of the President of Turkmenistan. Now, the negotiations in the extended formats are underway, and as we know, the presidents of Kazakhstan and Turkmenistan are discussing a wide range of topics related to the bilateral cooperation.
Speaking at the meeting with Turkmen President, Kassym-Jomart Tokayev hails his visit as an important step towards achieving a common goal to bring multifaceted interstate relations to a qualitatively new level.
And productive cooperation has been established between our states at all levels. The governments of the two countries are working closely and interdepartmental ties are being strengthened. We fruitfully cooperate within the framework of multilateral structures and mechanisms. We have a common vision and similar views on the development of the situation on many issues on the regional and international agenda.
Now, the signing ceremony is underway. You can see that the representatives of the official delegations of two countries are signing strategic documents in front of the two presidents.
Kazakhstan and Turkmenistan are particularly interested in developing partnership in the economic sphere, trade and investments. As a result of bilateral negotiations, two presidents have adopted the Declaration on Strengthening Friendship and Multidimensional Strategic Partnership. 20 joint documents are signed by Kazakh and Turkmen official bodies. One of the signatories is Samruk Kazina, Kazakhstan's national wealth fund.
First one was between Aktau Sea Trading Port and Sea Trading Fleet of Turkmenistan. The second one was between Kaz Post and Turkmen Post. The third one was between Turkmen Gas and Kazakh Gas, and the fourth one was between Kazmuna Gas and Turkmenistan Nebit, which is an analog of Kazmuna Gas. These agreements will help to strengthen our intergovernmental interstate cooperation within the fields of oil and gas, logistics and postal services, and I think this will strengthen our bilateral relationships. I think we need to go, so we can do it later on.
Energy sector is one of the most important in bilateral economic cooperation. Kazakhgas, Kazakhstan's national gas company, while seeking the ways of diversification of its resource base, values Turkmenistan as a potentially strategic and trusted energy partner.
Today we are signing a milestone document, which is a historical achievement. We're strategic cooperation in gas industry, which consists of three major points. One is the entrance to the consortium of Galkanish gas field, which is one of the largest gas fields in the world. And the third one is the importation of trade gas to Kazakhstan.
In a joint statement to the press, President Tokayev also mentions logistics as the sector with a big potential for growth in the region. Astana and Ashgabat are progressively strengthening transportation connectivity through establishing new railway and automobile routes and modernizing existing transport infrastructure.
и администрации Балканского вилайата.
Подписывается соглашение.
An agreement on strategic cooperation in the field of transportation and logistics is being signed. This document envisages several aspects. First, a separate action plan will be developed and adopted. It will envisage several points. The third is the modernization of checkpoints between Kazakhstan and Turkmenistan. We will complete this work next year. The second issue is the construction and reconstruction, as well as repair of the highway between Zhanaozen to the border of Turkmenistan, and also from the city of Turkmenbashi to the border of Kazakhstan. We will start this work next year and finish it in 2026. Thus, direct road communication will be restored.
$1 billion is a new goal for the trade cooperation between two countries, and as the president has noted, it's quite achievable for the near future. The counterparts have shown their readiness to intensify economic partnership. This week was very busy and it brought, no doubt, very good results. That's everything we wanted to tell you about this time. See you soon.